What's going on, guys? It's Zach and Nate back with Into the Weird podcast, and today we're going to be talking about NASA's first documented mission in a long time, the Parker Solar Probe. They're marketing it as a mission to touch the sun. Nate, let's talk about it.
Oh, man, yeah, for real. Sending the probe out to the sun there? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Well, I watched a video a few days ago where they were talking about like the initial mission, what they're trying to do, like what they're doing, what the whole ideology of it is. But basically, what they're wanting to do is they're wanting to go touch the outer part of the sun, or go analyze it, and it's also the hottest part of the sun, and they're wanting to kind of gather more information about the gas that is released, the amount of radio waves, magnetic waves. But they're basically just wanting to get right up there as close as they can and I guess get some more information.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's supposed to be actually the fastest spacecraft we've created. So to send something like that to the sun, I don't know, man. What are they trying to do here?
I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, this thing's gonna be going, a whopping 430,000 miles per second. Not per hour, my bad.
That's freaking crazy.
That's pretty fast. I mean, that's gonna be it's actually supposed to be going as fast as Voyager 1. So
that's crazy. Don't get me wrong, this is super cool, what NASA's doing, but at the same time, this rocket was almost $1.5 billion, or this probe was almost $1.5 billion. So I'm thinking, you want to send a probe to the sun. I get, you want to learn more about it, but you want to send a probe to the sun just so it could ultimately burn up. Why wouldn't you have spent the $1.2 billion on something go toward Mars or go toward Venus or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that is an awful lot of money to spend on a pretty much one-way trip, no way back type thing. I mean, if they justify it by testing out some kind of a heat shielding or some kind of a new alloy, or they could be doing a speed test, which would be pretty cool. But I need to look into a little more. I don't see any of that. But I mean, it's always been a age-old question, about the sun. I guess whenever the first modern man stood out and was like, what's that big shiny thing up there? So
right.
Maybe this will give us an idea on its true composites, on what it's made of, what kind of actual heat it gets off of it.
Speaking of the heat, like I said, they're going to measure the outer corona of the sun, and apparently temperatures reached upwards of like 2 million, 3 million degrees, and we were talking about it today. The heat shield that they have on there, it's 3 layers thick, and each layer is only 11 centimeters.
So, was this thing made of a composite, or did you find out?
It's like some kind of carbon or something.
Well, that's I ain't gonna last very long, man. I know they're supposed to try to keep the internal sensors and stuff cold. So they got liquid nitrogen in there or something?
Well, they've got 2 cooling systems on the back. I don't know what it's full of. I'm not really sure. But you can't tell me that this heat shield in the front of it with 3 layers, 11 centimeters thick, and 2 cooling systems on the back. You can't tell me that that's not going to melt, because and the video, I'm not 99% sure, but I want to say that I remember them saying that those heat shields are only treated for about 500 degrees.
Oh, dude, it's going to evaporate. I'd say it's going to come within probably about 100 miles, or probably farther than that, and systems going to shut down on it, and they're not going to get any kind of information off of it. But
you're probably right.
But they are going to do a flyby on Venus.
Yeah, see, that is awesome.
So maybe they're going to take some good pictures of Venus. That'd be pretty cool. I know it's been a while. I don't know, man. It's been a few years before you got any photos from Venus. That'd be a pretty
last
cool.
I remember is like what, the 80s or something.
It might have been 2000s, but I'm not for sure, man. I know they.
Oh, okay.
But I think it'd be pretty cool to see what Venus looks like.
Yeah.
But to get a little weird here, I think they're rendezvousing with some aliens. That's the.
It's funny. Yeah, I agree. And like something else that you had mentioned too is maybe they're sending this probe to the sun to get rid of Roswell artifacts or Area 51 artifacts.
Yeah, I mean that would justify it on that spectrum of craziness. Mm-hmm. If they're trying to get rid of an alien body, alien technology.
Well, I mean, it's not like anybody's going to go out and find it and be like, oh, this is what you did. I mean, it's at the fucking sun,
And recently, we had a pretty crazy election. There was some emails that got deleted.
Really?
So,
who would ever leak national security? Who would ever do something like that?
I mean,
I tell you, a true diplomat is who would do that. Give me a fucking break.
I'm pretty much sure this would be their opportunity to destroy that evidence.
I would agree with you.
Just to throw that out there for a weird, throw some weird in there a little bit.
I would agree with you.
We can't confirm or deny this, but we'll see how it goes.
Maybe Trump's contracted NASA to do this, and he's sending one of the Clintons to the sun.
Well, if we don't hear from Hillary Clinton for a while, maybe she's on board. Maybe she's going on a trip. I don't know.
Who knows, man? But yeah, I mean the Parker space probe, it should be a pretty cool mission. I mean, maybe they'll like live stream the launch, or they launched it already, didn't they?
Yeah, they launched it
August 12th. That's what it was.
Yeah, they won't be able to live stream it, but they'll maybe take some pictures as they go. That would be cool though.
Yeah,
if they live stream it.
I wonder if oh yeah, that would be sweet. I wonder if they have like any pictures of Venus or anything now. Like it would be cool if they had an online tracker.
They could do it, or but it takes as soon as they get to Venus, it takes hours maybe to send pictures back.
Right.
I think when they did the Pluto missions, I think they used lasers, but it was like the bandwidth and the distance was so great. I think it's like 56K modem. So you know how that was back in the day. You want to download a picture. You have to leave for school and come back. After school and
leave
be done.
for school and then come back and it might be done.
Yeah, you're hoping that your parents didn't pick up the phone and disconnected you or something. But,
right.
It takes a while to send that stuff. But I'm hoping they get some pretty good pictures from Venus. I think we should explore Venus more since it's so Earth-like. I know the surface would be probably uninhabitable for anything, but we could always build like a cloud Cloud City in the atmosphere of Venus and live in airships or something.
Oh, dude, if we had a Cloud City, it'd be over, dude.
Yeah, as long as Lando don't sell anybody out, we should be good there.
Hopefully he doesn't. Guys, Into the Weird podcast. We're gonna be talking about stuff like this all the time. I'm gonna have a sports segment. Post a video maybe once a week. And bear in mind, we're just getting started, so audio quality, video quality. If you have any suggestions on what we could do to make it better, put it down in the comment section below. Also, put down in the comment section if you or what you think about the space probe to the sun, what you think NASA's next move should do, or what you think their next move should be. Just let us know.
Oh man, there's speaking of space, that's probably gonna be our main topic in the show. But there's actually the U.S. Air Force has a miniature space plane flying around in space. Well, it's actually orbiting here. I don't know what that thing is about.
I don't know.
That it's a big mystery. Maybe that's like a Space Force vehicle. They got Marines on board or something.
Could be a Space Force test vehicle. I mean, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, I can see it now that they're testing some transport for the Marines.
Oh my god.
You
Dude, how crazy though? Like, if the Space Force, if they call them Space Force or Space Marines, I'm done. Like, I'm quitting. Like,
oh man, they're gonna have to. I mean that's.
Well, I mean, like, that's an instant sign up for me. Like, if I'm gonna be called a Space Marine, and my standard equipment's gonna be an assault rifle, a pistol, 3 frag grenades, and the ability to dual wield SMGs. That's it, man. I'm a Space Marine all the way.
Yeah, I totally. Man, I would do whatever it takes, man. I'm probably past the age limit or whatever. I'm right at it probably, but man, I would do anything to fly some kind of a badass fighter jet or spider craft of space.
That'd be sweet.
Speaking of space. I got a question for you, Zach. If it's possible today, would you be a space pirate?
Would I be a space pirate? Depends. Like, do we have colonization on multiple planets or just on Earth?
I would say multiple planets.
Okay. So if I could be like Han Solo, I would say I would.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
I would say I would.
Oh, hey, man, dude, if I was in a time where space travel was easy to do, oh man, I wouldn't think twice. I'd be a space pirate. I'd be that guy going around trading guns and spice and all that weird stuff. I want to make some money,
Oh yeah. Space is where the money's at.
I wouldn't want to be a crazy murderous pirate, but hey, I'd go around and hustle people for money and trade goods and contraband.
Steal people's lunch money and all that good stuff.
I don't know about stealing people's money. I would at least sell them some space weed or some kind of space narcotic made out of from the moons of some distant planet or something. But
and we're gonna call it moon dust or space dust.
I would volunteer my services to fly a ship full of sex workers to some moon where the workers were needing some or something.
Oh, bro, just be like a galactic escort service.
Oh, be like a Hugh Hefner of space.
Oh man, Nate, I think you're onto something now.
Because I mean, there would be so many opportunities to do like weird stuff like that to make money.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
But maybe that's why Trump's doing the space force. Maybe he don't want people doing stuff like that. So
Well, either that or he's going to put a hotel on the moon.
I would stay in it.
Well, yeah, me too.
It'd be Trump Towers on the Apollo or something.
Yeah, it'd be a couple million a night.
It's alright though. Hey, I'll sell
nothing.
some of this Bitcoin I'm trying to find and go live on the moon.
Hey, just go talk to a money launderer and see if they can somehow add like a bunch of Bitcoin stock into your bank account or something.
I told it would go to the moon if it was cheap.
I agree with you.
I still know they're pushing for it. That's for sure. I mean, heck, I say another 10, 15 years from now, I'm going. I'll sell everything I have to go up into space.
That'd be awesome.
You know what?
Yeah, it would be awesome.
As soon as I get up there, I'm gonna be like, do the double football fingers and be like, screw you, flat earthers.
Oh man, yeah, flat earthers. Wow.
Man,
we need to get a flat earther on the
We're
show.
going to start a Kickstarter campaign right now. We're going to sponsor one lucky individual to go to space.
I
So
love
whenever
it.
they do this first commercial space flight, we're going to put you on this flight. Everything's going to be paid for. Your hotel stay or whatever gets you there. You're going on that ship. And we want to know you're not going to come back a flat earther anymore.
Oh, definitely not.
You're going to be a round glober. Like
A round globe.
like everybody else that's smart.
No, you're just gonna be normal.
Yeah, you're gonna be a normal individual. But
Yeah.
I guarantee you that person would either back out. They wouldn't want to be made fun of. I mean, nobody's gonna make fun of somebody for thinking that they're flat Earth, but there's 2018 people. They knew about the round Earth 3,000 years ago.
Well, I mean, like, I think, you and I had a conversation, like, I want to get a flat earther on the show, or I want to get, like, I don't know, I want to get a flat earther on the show. I mean, not to, like, degrade them or anything.
No, of course not.
I just want to know why they think the Earth's flat. I mean, just have a civil conversation and just tell me why you think the Earth's flat.
Oh yeah, I totally agree on that, man. Let's just get somebody on here that will actually talk to us and tell us why they think
if
that way.
any of you, oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I just want to know, if anybody watching this video is a flat earther and you'd like to be interviewed by both of us on the podcast, put down in the comment section below. You can email us. Our email is always in the bio of our videos. Just let us know. We can get something set up.
All right, that's enough for tonight, guys. We're gonna go and call it easy. Make sure you guys catch us next time on Into the Weird podcast.
Bye.